Oh, fuck. Dating world's fucked, innit? I've been single over 3 years now and genuinely ready to chuck the towel in, buy a cat and just fucking shut the curtains. Fucking... Everybody just... I don't know, it might be me, probably is me by the way, but I just... Anybody I seem to speak to, there seems to be some sort of issue. They've got a crazy fucking ex that they've got restraining orders out against, or they're scared to commit, or they still want to go out and party like they're 20. Or just fucking, or they stay fucking 75 mile away. Always seems to be some fucking issue, and it's really frustrating. Ah, fucking scunner. Tinder's not for me. I don't get drinking either, so it's hard to meet folk. They should start fucking doing single nights in the supermarkets for single cunts like me. Like, you can go bump into somebody in the fruit and veg aisle and then fucking just live happily ever after. I'm gonna fucking sort that.
I'd just like to announce my official retirement from the internet dating scene. I'm 40 next week and fucking hell is it showing. You know, I'm competing with these young lads that are going for the same targets as me. You know, they're getting tired from doing circuit training and MMA. I'm getting tired from eating a roast dinner. You know, they're telling women they can go 3 or 4 times a night. When I say it, I'm on about going for wheeze. It's just a whole different ball game. You know, I mean, they're into clubbing and festivals and stuff, and I just want to watch, you know, documentaries on lemurs in Madagascar. Am I the only one who's had enough? Am I too old for this shit now? You know, I mean, am I going to get a second win next week? Am I going to have a midlife crisis? Tune in.
So I just got into a full-blown argument with someone on a date, right? And this is what happened. So the waiter brings the bill over, okay? And I said, oh, should we split it, please? And she goes, excuse me? I said, split the bill, yeah? I said, I know you've had a little bit more, but it's fine. I'll split the bill. Halfway is fine. Oh, you should be paying for the whole bill. Whoa, I'm sorry. Should we have spoken to this at the start of the date if you expected me to bloody pay? Because let me tell you something. And I told you can bugger off with that chocolate gato. You can have a bloody scoop of ice cream instead. And after 3 glasses of wine, I said, oh, you can bloody stop now. She'll be necking them back like a bloody brewery with tits, I tell you. She said, oh, it's the man thing to do. Do you know what I mean? Proper men pay for their women when they go on dates. I said, listen, love, I got a little bit of a rule, right? I don't buy food for strangers unless they're bloody homeless. Are you bloody homeless? No, you're bloody not. Oh, but that's what men do. Listen, we're not back in the dark ages, right? Where men used to go to work, women used to stay at home, clean the houses, look after the bloody kids, right? I am a bloody single dad. I work, I look after my kids, I clean my bloody house. I do both bloody roles. So why the bloody hell should I pay? She, right? She had a good job. She had got no kids. She got more money than bloody me, probably. And she expected me to pay. All this thing about men should be paying. Bollocks. You bloody pay for the first meal, and they expect you to pay for every bloody meal after that. I said, if I pay for the meal, then you're going to come home and clean my bloody house, yeah? She said, oh no, I was going to give you something else instead. Oh, great. So you're a sex worker with an appetite, you? Take bloody payment for food. Bloody ridiculous. So I ended up bloody paying, didn't I? Because I didn't want to bloody carry on this argument and a bloody gets full. They were going to be a bloody second date, let me tell you what now, right? So as I bloody putting the money down then, she goes, oh, don't forget the 10% tip. Oh, bloody hell, are you serious? Let me bloody tell you something now, miss financial advisor. I'll bloody give a tip if I want to give a tip, and I won't give a tip if I don't want to give a tip. Now buy her off. And then as we go outside then, she was like, oh, do you want to share a taxi? I'm not bloody falling for that, love. And let me pay for the whole taxi. Bang it off and find your own bloody way home.
Why do men in the UK continuously keep going on about dating and that they can't find anyone and it's really hard to get somebody who loves them and wants to be with them? The best thing to do is stop dating and stop going on dating apps. Quite simple. Unless you've got a nice house, nice car, load of money in the bank, yeah, and you've got a good career, you're screwed. Forget anything else. Don't matter about your personality. Don't matter about your looks. You could be the best looking bloke in the world, but live in a bedsit, they won't be interested. You could be a 1 out of 10, but you're a millionaire, and you'll get what you want. You'll be shagging every day of the week. Get yourself a dog. A lot easier. They'll go on dates with you down to the park, through the forest, down to the beach. The dog will love you for life. It won't answer back. It won't give you any grief. When you're angry and you're ranting and raving, the dog will listen and be compassionate. It'll sit with you on the couch looking at you adoringly. A woman won't. When you come in from work or you've been out all day, the dog will still be waiting, wagging its tail every day and every morning when you get up or come back in. The woman, when you come home, will be waiting with a face like a chewed wasp, moaning at you that the jobs haven't been done and you've been out all day. We need to paint the kitchen. We need to paint the toilet. You haven't cut the grass yet. When are you taking the rubbish out? I'm watching Dirty Dancing on the telly tonight. You're not watching the football. So do the simple thing in life. Shag about a bit. Enjoy yourself. Have a few drinks with your mates and get yourself a dog. It's a lot less hassle, don't you think?
Damn, you know what I realized recently? The Asian community in the UK is so fucking small. Like, everyone knows everyone. And there's no such thing as privacy no more, not really. Like, it's good for networking, don't get me wrong, you know, network, meet people here and there, but that also comes, like, you can't date in private no more, man. Everyone knows everyone, and everyone's gonna bring up some dirt of the person that you're dating at some point. Like, you go walk into a club with a partner, boom, next man coming up to you, oh, you know, I did this to her, I did that to her, oh, you know, she fucked him, she fucked that. Bruh, listen, at the end of the day, you can't even, it is what it is. Nobody talks about this, but I'm bringing it up right now. Listen, don't date, if you're an Asian, don't date in the UK, man. Just network, real talk.
Well, after being single for a while, I thought I would give the dating apps a go. See what was out there. What I've found so far is in the modern day and age of the camera phone, we can still capture better pictures of Bigfoot, the UFOs and Nessie than we can of some of the selfies that are taken. Inexplicably, 40% of the women that stay in the UK apparently have dog ears and dog noses. Now, I never pass them in the streets, but they must be out there because the dating apps are full of them. You have people that match with you and never say a single word to you. You have the ones that match with you, and when you say hello, they ghost you. The ones that say they don't want any drama tend to be the ones that bring the drama to the table. I've also now had 11 women ask me within maybe 5 to 10 messages of talking to me how much my salary is or what I earn to make sure that I'm allowed to date them. It's crazy. So modern dating, online dating, if you're going to try it, good luck. You're going to need it.
In the UK, it is illegal for you to get a second wife, but you can have a mistress and a girlfriend and a side chick. Calm. Excuse me, I can't have a second wife that I'm going to honour and respect and look after and provide for her and treat her like my wife, but I can have a mistress and girlfriend. This is nonsense. Some people come and say to me and go, oh, you only became a Muslim because of the second, third, fourth wife. As a Muslim, if I get married to the first wife, I have to speak to her father, protect, provide, give her dowry, pay for everything, even if she's rich. And then if I get a second wife, I have to do the same. And now let's take me as a non-Muslim. No rules and regulations, and I can do whatever I like. Which one's easier?
It's hard enough keeping one woman happy. If you said to your wife, I want to bring her into the family, how's that going?
You better see that knife. Matrix. If any woman comes to me and says, I'm okay with my husband getting a second wife, trust me, they're bluffing. Trust me.
You also have to share your resources with multiple women.
It depends if you have game. If you got game and don't have money. Yeah.
What's one ethnicity you would not date?
Fuck, you put me on the spot there. I'm not even gonna lie, British girls.
British girls? You don't like British girls? Why?
I told you, they're all fucking tacky. They're all shit.
They're all shit?
They're all shit.
Why?
Loyal,
Yeah.
tacky,
Yeah.
can be bought.
Yeah. What's the name of a British girl that's not loyal?
Fuck. You gotta look out for Freyas, man.
Freyas?
Freyas.
How do you spell that?
Mate, F-R-E... Fuck, you put me on, I'm dyslexic, man. I want to forget that name.
Yeah,
I don't want to remember it. Yeah.
You got some problem, heartbreaks
Yeah,
in it.
man, 2 A's in their name, fucking get them out of the picture.
Yeah, 2 A's and then...
2 A's in their name.
2 A's.
Let me show you what you're missing. Paradise.
She belongs to the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
We hear that all the goddamn time.
How dare you?
Well, where the hell are all the good girls at? Let me tell you one thing. You don't find a good girl, you make her.
3 reasons dating apps suck for men. In the UK, there are 9 guys for every woman on Tinder. This means that the competition is extremely tough.
Unless you're in the top 10% for looks, being photogenic, and having a witty bio, you're just not going to cut it. Number 2, 10% of men get 90% of the women. The reason for this is Tinder doesn't want you to succeed. So, only the top performing guys get shown at the top of the decks. The idea is the more desperate you are, the more willing you are to pay for a subscription. So it makes no sense for them to want to show everyone equally. But this is done to such an extreme that it's just actually not beneficial for anyone.
And this leads to my last point. Number 3.
The app is made to make money, not to get you dates. Realistically, it's a money-making platform, and with Match.com having the conglomerate over Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, Plenty of Fish, all of the big names, they have no competition, which means that they don't need to compete to make a better app. They only care about making as much money from you as quickly as possible. Do you agree with this list? Let me know in the comments.
Because I've reached the stage in my life now, if women come on to me, I'm like, you're alright, I had a wank last Thursday.
Is your family on you to get married?
I had a bit of a situation when I was quite young where I was with the same girl for a very long time. I actually was about to get married and I pulled out the wedding 3 months prior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cold feet?
Nah, not at all. I was just like, I've got a lot of things to achieve in my life, and I think it's very important for a male to know their self and achieve certain things before they commit properly to a marriage. And you know, the guys I'm talking about, when you get sucked into a relationship you don't really want to be in and you prioritize them more than yourself, and then you end up being depressed and unhappy later on, is an issue that I did not want to be in. If I'm being really honest, I didn't want to be a 40-year-old in a club looking at 18-year-old girls. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Do you get what I'm trying to say about that? A lot of people, they avoid the struggles that they need to go through to like overcome and feel fucking invincible, isn't it? It's a great feeling.
You're alright, sorry I'm late. Just didn't really want to come. Oh, what do you mean I don't look like my photos? Photos with hair? No, what do you want about? Oh. That, what those photos are... Did you read that? What was that? So what do you do for work? I don't really have what you call a job. I don't really follow the crowd. Look, I'm going to be honest. I'm not looking for anything too serious at the minute. I'm a bit emotionally unavailable at the moment. What? I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I shouldn't even be in here. I'm barred from here. Getting in too many fights, you know what I mean? So how many people you slept with? I hope ain't too many. I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a loose cannon. Fucking hell, yeah. Fuck's sake, do you know what? I knew this was going to happen. Oh, my nan didn't give me any money for today. Can you get this?
So, do you want to come inside for coffee?
Sure.
Have you got any condoms?
Do you not know how to make coffee?
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if someone ghosts you, yeah, make sure you respect the dead and never bother that person again. And if they contact you out the blue, message them back and say, I thought you was dead. I'm glad you're alive, prick.
What do men want in a woman? Well, broke men want fixers. Immature men want mothers. Lazy men want enablers. Insecure men want puppets. Abusive men want objects. But good men want partners. Hard-working men want supporters. And confident men want equals. Facts.
Don't ever go up to an Irish woman in a nightclub and try chat her up with a chat-up line. Fuck no. Hey, if you were a vegetable, you'd be a cucumber. Fuck off, you fucking prick. Oh yeah, they'd have no problem swearing directly into your face. Not a problem. You look like a fucking idiot then, walking away like a little child. And maybe you go up and give her a little compliment. I really, really like your hair. What? The hairdresser cut about 3 inches off it. It's like a bob. And you're saying to yourself, who the fuck is Bob? And don't be fooled by the words grand and fine. Because everything is not grand, everything is not fine, and if you don't figure out what's wrong with her, you're in for a fucking bollocking. You see lads down the pub the whole time. Well, did she tick with you again? Yeah. Well, what did you do? Haven't a fucking clue. And I don't know what I'm talking about. I haven't a fucking clue either. Women are like poker and I'm fucking playing with Pokemon cards. One thing I did learn though is never ever lie to an Irish woman. Why do you think we don't have an Irish talk show with lie detectors? Because Irish women can fucking smell lies off you. Hey, you're lying, aren't you? No, I'm not. You are fucking lying. Okay, I'm lying.
What we want is, we want the sexual excitement, but we also want purity. And if we can see that in the same woman, that's literally top tier. Usually you only get to choose one. We get to choose the pure woman who's kind of low key and, she's not going to be like a freak. Or we can choose the freak, but then she's not pure. And it's weird to think, like how many guys has she been where they kind of hurts you in some sense. If you can see both of them, I think that's like the top tier that maybe women should be aiming for. Yeah.